Welcome to Colorado, and thanks for watching. That's where this entire video is going to take place. It's going to start off with me exploring Mesa Verde National Park, and then I'm going to get in my car and drive a little east to go ride another train, not an Amtrak, but this time I'm riding the Silverton and Durango Scenic Railroad. So I hope you keep watching and come along for the ride. I've arrived at Mesa Verde National Park. I've been looking forward to coming to this place for a long time, and I've just never been able to do so, but now I'm here. So tomorrow morning I've got a tour at 9 o'clock, and then I'm going to explore some more of the park but tonight I got to get my tent set up so I can go to sleep. It might be too dark to get this, but I've got my tent set up for the night. Beautiful campground. I love the way they did it. You could come in, and since I was late, they had my name on a piece of paper. There's a bunch of other people that aren't here yet either. And basically they tell you what loop to go on, and you just find any empty site that you like. So I've got my tent set up right there. Got the car right there. Beautiful sky. Sunset view back behind me. Looking forward to getting some good shut-eye tonight, and then 9 o'clock tomorrow morning I've got a cliff dwelling tour, so can't wait for that. All right, see you tomorrow. Night. Good morning from the Moorfield Campground at Mesa Verde National Park. Had a great night's sleep last night in my tent, and I've got the tent already packed away. And I'm just heading down to the bathhouse. Actually, the camp store, there's a bathhouse closer, but I wanted to get a little bit of a walk. The camp store is where the shower is and the laundry is, but they also have a bigger bathroom there. So I'm headed that way now to brush my teeth, put on deodorant, that kind of stuff. And then I'll get in the car and I'll start driving into the park where I've got my 9 a.m. Cliff House tour. So looking forward to doing that. Oh, what a beautiful day. This is the view from the Montezuma overlook. I'm walking up to the top of Park Point, which is the highest point in Mesa Verde National Park at 8,572 feet. And it's a little incline to get here, not much. But wow, I'm kind of winded. And it's not far, it was like 0.2 of a mile. But I guess being at this high elevation, that's what it does to you. Holy cow. Look at this. Want a travel tip when going to national parks or any place filled with lots of tourists? Get an early start. I was awake by 6 a.m. this morning, and I packed up all my gear and put the tent away. I was on the road easily by 7 a.m. And I've been up here at Park Point for at least 10 minutes all by myself. There's not a single person here. So highly recommend, get an early start. You get great views, you get a whole lot less people, and it makes your day longer. You get to see more. I'm on the trail headed down toward the Spruce Tree House, and I'm not sure how far I'm going to go, but it's just after 8 a.m. and my tour of the balcony house is at 9 a.m. so I want to make sure I'm there in plenty of time. So I'll go just a little ways, plus it's downhill and I'm at 7,000 feet, so it's probably going to make it a little tougher going back uphill, but I'll go down a little way. Why not?
Guys, we're gonna hang here.
The frame that Mike is holding up. We go through about 3 feet where you have to crawl, and it is just that big. There's about another 6 feet where you can stand. It's still that narrow, but you can stand up, or at least I can stand up. And then there's about another 3 feet where you kind of have to crouch and crawl through. You can.
All right, starting my balcony house tour. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be pretty challenging. Got some ladders to go up, and at 7,000 feet in elevation, not easy to breathe.
Please don't go past.
All right, getting ready to go up the ladder and into the balcony house. Excited about this. Made it up to the top on the ladder. That was a lot of fun. Now going through a little tight passage. Wow, now that was fun. Wasn't difficult at all, but the rungs on the ladder were really hot. I've gone up 2 ladders so far. The first one was the big one, and then the second one was inside that little passage, and it wasn't big, maybe 5 or 6 rungs, but it had a tight little area at the top to squeeze through. It wasn't bad. That's why I wore a little tiny backpack and not my regular North Face pack.
These are all juniper logs that would have been cut down with stone tools that were made by hand, a harder stone like granite or basalt that would have.
This is really cool. Love this. This is so much fun. I love this. So now we get to go through the little tunnel and up some more ladders to get out of here. But they say this is where the little skinny tunnel is, so I probably won't be filming in there because I'll probably barely be able to fit through myself, if I can. Fingers crossed. All right, I think I can do this.
Watch your head here.
Oh yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, it's pretty narrow. Pretty narrow through here. One more ladder to go up. Not nearly as difficult as I was afraid of. A lot of fun.
they've worn away with time to theirs.
All right, let's go up the ladder. Not bad. Yay, fun. The park ranger, Cassidy, and the park volunteer, Mike, were both excellent. Cassidy gave an excellent tour. Mike was wonderful, gave lots of valuable information, and fantastic. So if you're ever at Mesa Verde National Park, highly recommend the balcony house.
I wrote a message.
Okay.
I just went inside the visitor center and the gift shop, and I got me another cool sticker to add to my water bottle. So now I'm gonna head east toward Durango and Silverton, where I'm gonna catch my steam train ride later today. I'm driving from Durango to Silverton, and I stopped here, and this is called the Molas Pass. I don't know how you say it exactly, Molas, something like that, but it doesn't matter what it's called because this is what's important. Look at this view. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Wow. I'm at my campsite here at the Silverton Lakes Campground and RV Park. I've got my tent already set up, and what a great location. I'm not gonna be here much, I'm just gonna be here for tonight, and really during the day I'm not gonna be here hardly at all, so it's not shaded or anything. That doesn't bother me one bit. It is a little windy. It was a little difficult getting the stakes in the ground because the ground's so dry, but other than that it's fine. So here's my tent, and it's right behind a little stream. So I'm going to hear this water running all night long, which is fantastic. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, this is great. And check out this view. Good gracious. I think it's going to be a good night. Let's check out how cold this water is. Ow. Oh, that's really cold. Woo. Oh man. Oh, but that's great. Wow, look at this. I drove back into town, parked my car, and walked to where the train was boarding. I planned on including my ride on the Durango and Silverton Scenic Railroad in this video. However, there was so much footage, it would have made this video way too long. Since the title of this series is My Great American Rail Journey, why not give the Durango and Silverton Scenic Railroad its own separate video? So I've decided that's what I'm going to do. My next video that comes out will be dedicated to this amazing train ride. When I arrived in Durango, I caught a shuttle bus to take me back to Silverton for the night. I made it back to Silverton. There was a little shuttle bus that picked us up in Durango and brought us back up here to Silverton. And most things close at 8 p.m. But right behind me, the Lazy Rose Saloon is open. I just ordered a hamburger, cheeseburger actually, and can't wait. But this is just a gorgeous little town and got the mountains like right down here at the very end. Anyhow, looking forward to getting my burger and feasting on that because I'm hungry. Let's go into the saloon. It's really cool inside. I'm here at the Lazy Rose in Silverton, Colorado, and I just got my burger. It looks phenomenal. I cannot wait to eat this thing. I'm so hungry. So why am I talking into this? I'm going to eat right now. Well, the Lazy Rose restaurant was fantastic. That hit the spot. That cheeseburger, oh my gosh, I needed that so bad. It was wonderful. Anyhow, I just can't get over how cute this town is. Big mountain that way, it's been around here. Big mountain that way. Unbelievable. Although, funny thing, everything seems to close by 8 p.m. other than the Lazy Rose. So anyhow, no big deal. So now I'm headed to my campground. I've got the tent set up already. I'm gonna go take a shower and then go to sleep. Big day tomorrow. Not quite as hectic as today. I shouldn't say hectic. Not quite as busy as today. But that's okay. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm going to Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park. So headed to the campground now. I think that's gonna do it for this evening. See you tomorrow morning. Night. I'm in my tent ready for a good night's sleep. I don't know if you can hear the river behind me, but it sounds amazing. I'm gonna sleep like a champ tonight. Good night. I checked out of my campground and drove north toward the town of Ouray and on to the Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park on the famed $1 Million Highway. Good morning. I had a wonderful night's sleep last night at the Silverton Lakes campground, and right now I'm driving north towards the Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park, and I'm at this little overlook with the town or the city of Ouray, Colorado. I've seen it on pictures before, and it looked beautiful, and it's pretty stunning. I can't imagine what it would look like in the winter. That's the pictures I've seen with the Christmas lights and the snow and everything. But that drive from Silverton here to Ouray, holy cow. You really go up over the mountains and really wind around the curves and stuff. It's crazy. But anyhow, looking forward to having a fun day today. Well, I've made it to Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park, and this makes National Park number 45 for me. There's actually over 400 units that the National Park Service oversees. Those can be like national monuments, national historic sites, national recreation areas, national military parks, and so on and so forth. But there's only 63 of these big, well-known national parks, the parks that actually qualify to be labeled as a national park. And so I've been lucky enough to visit number 45 right here. So looking forward to my visit here to Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park. My first stop was the Visitor Center to pick up a map, get my National Park passport book stamped, and talk to a park ranger about some hiking trails. The park gets its name because parts of the gorge only receive just over 30 minutes of sunlight per day due to it being so narrow and steep. Just went to the Visitor Center here at Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park, and now I'm at one of the overlooks, and wow, this canyon is really steep. The river is way down there. You probably can't even see it in this video. I just started the Rimrock Trail, and I was in the Park Visitor Center, and that's what the ranger suggested is a nice little walk. It's about a mile each way, and so hopefully we get some views along the way. They're doing a lot of road construction here right now, and the traffic's pretty bad, even though it doesn't seem to be too many visitors. They've got the roads kind of blocked, so it's one lane traffic each way, which makes it really bad. And the area around the visitor center was really crowded, but I think a lot of those were the tour buses. So hopefully getting out of this trail gets me away from all the tour bus people. It's always so much better to get out on a trail and away from the visitor center and the crowded places. But unfortunately, the road is just up to my right, and I can still hear the dump trucks and the construction vehicles up there. So I think I'm going to abandon this trail and head on out to the end of the park road, where the ranger suggested another trail, and she said that was her favorite trail in the park. So I think I'm going to do that. Not a bad view right here. I'm now at the Warner Point Trailhead, and this is another one that the park ranger back at the visitor center recommended. In fact, she said this is probably her favorite one. It's at the very end of the road on the south rim, and it's only about a 1.5 mile round trip, but looking forward to doing this. I'm much further away from all the traffic. There's not the tour buses or anything out here, so really excited about this. So let's go check this trail out. I can tell you one thing, I'm loving this wind. It feels so good. It's a strong, I won't even say breeze, it's a strong wind blowing, but it feels so good. Oh, this is going to be a bear to come back up. All right, almost out to Warner Point. I can see it out in front of me, and I think the view is going to be spectacular. I made it out to Warner Point, and just as I suspected, this view is phenomenal. As I hike this trail back to my car, I just think about what I've been able to do just in the last 2.5 days. I've been to Monument Valley, Mesa Verde National Park, here Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park, plus a whole lot of other places in between. And I feel very fortunate to be able to do this. I've worked really hard and saved up for this, and you know, I tell people on this trip that my teaching job pays the bills. That's my teaching salary, and my photography business pays for my trips. So I guess working 100 hours a week you know, pays off, but I do feel very fortunate to be able to do this, and I don't take it lightly. So if you're watching this far along, thank you. I appreciate you for doing that. Made it back to the car, and no wonder I was so winded. I knew I was at elevation doing this hike, but I didn't realize how high. So right here where I'm standing at the trailhead, 8,289 feet above sea level. Whew, that's way up there. I drove through Silverton one more time before continuing south to Durango. On my way to Durango, I passed the Durango and Silverton Railroad, so I pulled my car off the side of the road and got out my drone to get some aerial shots of the train coming by. I got my tent set up here at the Oasis RV Park and Resort in Durango, and this place has a pool. So for the first time this summer, I'm in the pool. I need to relax a little bit. I've been on the go really hard the last 3 days, so I'm just gonna relax for a little while and then go grab something for dinner. So I'm here at the Oasis RV Park in Durango, Colorado, and I met some fellow Buckeyes. This is Kyle and his daughter Allie and son Brady, and they've got the Ohio State flags there. And we were hanging out at the pool and talking Buckeye football, so I just thought I'd introduce them.
Oh.
Perfect. OHIO.
Go Bucks.
Love it. I think I'm on the longest, straightest road I've ever been on. It's pretty amazing. You can sit in the middle of the road, less than 10 miles from a national park, and not worry about the traffic. I mean, you can see miles that way and miles this way. There's nothing coming, hopefully. Anyhow, just something really cool. All right, let's go on to Great Sand Dunes. I just arrived at Great Sand Dunes National Park, and this makes National Park number 46. Great Sand Dunes had a nice visitor center. I made a purchase, got another sticker for my water bottle, and now I'm gonna actually go walk out to the dunes. I have to find another parking spot. There's another parking area about a mile down the road that you have to go out to the dunes, so that's where I'm headed now. I'm walking backwards because the sunlight's better, and I'm going to walk out to the dunes. I have no idea how far I'm going to go. There's obviously no marked trails or anything, so I'm just going to go check it out. You know, just like at the beach, it's hard enough to walk in the sand, but keep in mind I'm in Colorado and I'm at over 8,000 feet in elevation right now, so not only is it harder, you know, for your feet, but also just to breathe. Wow, this wind is relentless. This part through here down to my right is really steep. This little ridge behind me is very narrow. It's real steep on both sides. It slopes down on both sides. So I don't want to have a bad misstep walking out through here. This really is just the coolest thing though. This place is huge. I would have never have guessed it was this big. You know, it's great. You go out just a ways past where all the visitors are. You only go about another 100 yards or so out beyond them, and you get the place pretty much all to yourself. There are some people out here, but most people don't want to go this far. And it's so nice to have, you know, this area relatively all by myself. I feel like R2-D2 and C-3PO should be showing up here anytime soon with the Jawas and the Sand People from Star Wars. I can definitely see how people could easily get dehydrated out here. There's signs everywhere saying bring water, drink lots of water, because it's very dry, it's very windy, so that dries you out even more. And then you're also at this high altitude. I mean, we're over 8,000 feet. And so those three things combined together, it's just a recipe for dehydration. So if you come to Great Sand Dunes, make sure you bring lots of water. I think that's going to do it for this video and my time here in Colorado. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please click that like button. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and I would greatly appreciate it. And be on the lookout for my next video as I continue my Great American Rail journey, where I get back on the Southwest Chief in Albuquerque and head to Chicago, Illinois. Thanks for watching.